couch, hence the name. You put your foot flat and straight against the wall if you can. Keep the heel behind your butt cheek, okay? And then from here on, you push your hip, this hip, straight into the ground. So you try to extend it as much as possible while staying as high as possible. Okay, do not hyperextend your back just to get higher. The goal is to feel the stretch in the hip flexor. Now, what is extremely important is that you actually use your buttocks, so you squeeze your butt as hard as you can in order to push that hip forward. Okay, so squeeze here. You can test if this is not hard, you're not squeezing it, okay? And I'm pushing this part of the hip forward into the ground. All right, so it doesn't make a difference whether I do it like this or like this. You can see how I'm hyperextending my back, so this is not a good idea. Okay, it's not about how you look, it's how about the hip flexor feels. Right? If the hip flexor feels stretchy and this feels tight because you're squeezing it, you're doing it right. All right, 90 seconds of that is a good time. If you have a hard time getting into this position, you can start off in this position. Again, it's only important that you squeeze your butt and push that hip basically down into the ground. As you get better, you can get higher. Also, if the knee is farther away from the wall like this, it gets easier as well. So those are the little options you can use to tweak the difficulty of the stretch. So the pigeon stretch. On the pigeon stretch, you extend the rear leg. The forward leg is, the goal is a 90-degree angle, okay? You fold that flat on the ground. This should go straight ahead. This should go straight back. Foot is flat on the ground. And you can support yourself with your hands in the beginning. You should feel a stretch in the butt. If that knee is not all the way on the ground, you can support it with a blanket or a cushion or something so that you're not getting like a sideways torque on the ligaments. And then from this position, you bend forward and then try to experiment a little bit, bending to the left side, on the right side, and you will see where you're the tightest. Okay, so obviously that is the direction that needs the most work, but try to get the full range of motion from left and right during your stretch. Stretch is 90 seconds. If this stretch is too difficult, you can always make it easier by folding that foot in. So the more close this angle is, the easier it is. Or you can just get up on a table or a wall and put that foot up on the wall like that. So then obviously you're standing and you have your leg up here and can still bend forward and work your way towards the more difficult positions. Did I mention you should do that for 90 seconds? All right, do it. All right, this stretch, you're bending forward, touch the ground, and then from here, you're just pushing your heel to the ground and fully locking out your knee on one side and then on the other. So it's like walking left and right. So you're getting a dynamic stretch in the back of the calves and the hamstring, depending on where you are the tightest. Okay? The closer you get here, the harder it gets, right? The farther away you are, the easier it gets. So work your way up to the hardest position and have fun with it. Do between 30 and 36 repetitions on each leg. So for the straight knee one, find a little stair and just put your weight all the way into the heel. Okay, butt squeezed, knee fully locked out, and just stand there for 90 seconds. And then switch sides.
I press the button and the doors go up. Whoa, that money clip us now, the new now looks like. Whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like. Whoa, 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 whoa. I hit record it, drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring.